Thank you. That was so nice.
Yeah, that was fun. I needed that.
It's not a good one. That one just actually brings tears to my eyes. It reminds me of like Burning Man at Dawn.
Oh, fun.
That's Stephanie Dawn. Oh, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kahina. Good morning, Gleneth. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Shri. Thanks for joining the call today. Let's see, let me make sure this person can get on. Hang on soon. Okay. Oh, here comes people. I have another new brand partner who's about to hop in. She's, I don't know if she's having trouble or what, but give her the thing. Wow, this team is really expanding and growing. We are shifting and moving. I want to connect Julia and Stephanie. You two have met already, but she's brand partner under Dickie, and she just upgraded. So we had a little onboarding with her yesterday. She was there for our Inspire, Inform, Invite call and that training. And any takeaways? Well, we were going to write, but I think actually we'll write in a moment. We're going to write after this, but I just want to say any takeaways from last night's call with Melissa Hanson. Who was there on the call last night with Melissa Hanson? Margaret, what'd you think?
I thought it was awesome. It was very helpful and very practical and great ways to and my biggest takeaway was that she's like, I don't bug people. I'm just telling them what is an awesome way of transforming, right? And so that was helpful, that tidbit.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you. Anybody else? Gleneth?
Well, I mean, she's like 5-star crown, so it's hard not to listen to that, right? But she talked about follow-up and the importance of that and not being, attached to any particular outcome, just doing the work and believe, having the strong mindset. I think it's pretty powerful, but that's the things that stand out in my head.
That's what really resonated with you. Thank you. Was there anyone else on that call? So here's what I want to let you know. That was the most important call of the entire time I've ever been in Purium. That was the best call ever. And so I want everyone to go back and listen to that call. Even if you've listened to it once, I want you to listen to it again. I want you to memorize that script. It was absolutely gold, the script that she gave last night. And I can go over it in this call, and we can go over it and we can review it, but it's not the same as getting it and hearing it from her firsthand and having her explain every part of it. I want you to really get this in your bones. There is another company. I told you guys about them before. They were prospecting me. They wined and dined me and flew me out and did all this stuff. And I was basically just gathering their training for myself. I was like, I'm going to take this and bring it to Purium. But this guy was the top earner in all of network marketing. He makes 17 million a year. They rented me a villa, at my own villa. They didn't even know me. At my own villa in San Diego. I think it was San Diego. I can't remember what it was. I think it was San Diego. They took me on a hot air balloon ride. They wined me and dined me. I had a dinner at their house. I didn't even know what the product was when they came out and like started prospecting. I didn't even actually know. But they didn't, they could afford to like really take this risk with me, And I thought when I got through with that, I was like, everything that they did, I'm going to teach that to my team. And one of the things that they do in their team, and they also brought me out for a training with I got to meet all of their top earners in the company and hang out with all these top earners. And long story short is I said, I'm going to take all of that and I'm going to teach this to my team. And one of the things they do is his best training, he has you listen to it 9 times. So his training, he has you listen to it 9 times so you get it in your skin and bones, you memorize it. And that's how I feel about this one with Melissa Hanson yesterday. I want you to listen to that 9 times and get that into your bones and really, really understand the nuances. It's so simple. It's very simple, but the distinction is so clear. Here's the distinction. Here's one of the distinctions. I have it printed out and I want all of you to print out to the training from yesterday. It's now in the boards app. So it's now in the Team Alchemy boards app. Under scripts, if you go to scripts, inquire scripts, it's at the very top on the right, it says Melissa Hanson with a rainbow. That's the training. That's the printout. You want to go to that, you want to print it out, and you want to get to know that script, but more than anything, you want to hear what it feels like and sounds like when she delivers it. When somebody says, what do I say? Someone just reached out to me. Someone saw my post. What do I say? The first thing we say is, hey, Susie Q, Leslie Zann's favorite word. Hey, Susie Q, if you did this program, would you be looking for gut support, hormone balance, or weight loss? And then let them tell you. Wait and let them tell you. And then you say, may I send you a recording that explains how this program works? Very simple. That is like the most distinguishing script ever. And then she says, she tailors it different. If it's a man, she says, instead of hormone replacement or hormone balance, she says, are you looking for gut support, energy, or weight loss? That's the only word she changes. So when people reach out to us, we just want to ask them and we want to give them options to choose from. And that question is going to help us know how to route them and what we want to send to them. She talked about doing a poll on social media, asking that question. And then she asked if anyone has interest on the poll, that's how you respond. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, but the script is actually a lot longer than that because it goes to the entire thing from beginning to end. And so we'll go over this, we'll review it, but I want everyone to see and watch that video. And then I want to discuss it afterwards. And I want to role play with it once you got it. Okay. So welcome. I just saw Heather B. Heather, my dear old friend. She's joining the team too. Excited to have you join us, love. Thank you for being here. So we got lots of new brand partners. This is the result of massive action. All of you here who've been coming consistently, have been gaining new customers, have been enrolling, there's so many ranks to celebrate. I didn't even celebrate them last month, but where'd my piece of paper go? Oh, there it fell on the floor. One thing I didn't celebrate was what I wanted to celebrate was that Tara Shea hit 2K last month. Congratulations, Tara Shea. Way to go, girl. So proud of you. Yeah. Shri hit 3K last month. Congratulations, Shri. She almost hit executive. She was just shy of executive. She was going to get that $1,000 bonus, but she can get that this month. So congratulations, Shri. Cassie hit 2K. Oh, let's let people in. Congratulations, Cassie. Anne re-ranked diamond. That was like a big one. Congratulations, Anne. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Way to go. Stephanie hit the K Club. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Even with her back out. Chanel hit the K Club. Congratulations, Chanel. Nova hit the K Club. Dickie hit the K Club. Ellen hit the K Club. And yes, so I want to celebrate all of you. And I wanted to celebrate again, since Stephanie's here, I want to celebrate that Margaret had a very successful Healthy Happy Hour, her very first launch at her house. And Tara Shea really helped out with that as well. And congratulations on your new pending brand partner who's going to launch immediately. She's going to upgrade. She's going to upgrade when she has her Zoom. Her Zoom is, I think, did you guys schedule the Zoom yet?
She just told me today she's not gonna do it.
Oh, she did. She's not going to do the Zoom, or she's not going to upgrade.
No.
Okay, well, that's okay. She's on the product. She's a good customer. She just started the product. So that might shift for her later. But for now, I'm just celebrating that she showed up and that she was enthusiastic, and that you had another person who's also planning to buy when she gets back
Yeah.
from her trip. So there were 2 people there, and it was successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Thank you.
yeah, it was successful. Very good. And you did very well. You had everything primed and ready to go. We had a very nice time together. It was a beautiful event. Yeah. And I did a healthy happy hour last night with Kashi. Remember my first brand partner, Kashi from the yoga studio? She's reactivating. I think being in person now that we're not having to be isolated in mass is really helping a lot of people to like have these events in person. And so she had her whole yoga studio. They're all like seniors who are all therapy students. There were 8 of them, and every single one of them is purchasing. And so we did a live event, and she had chairs set up, and she had a TV screen set up. When we arrived, she had all the before and after pictures displayed on the screen. So there was like this already immediate impression of like these screens going by of like people's before and after stories. Everyone was like mixing and milling and hanging out in the room, talking after her yoga class. So she had invited yoga students to like come to class and told them all in advance, come to yoga class and then stay afterwards, and we'll have a little healthy happy hour. So they all stayed, and we poured them drinks, and we told our stories. Super simple. And then they were like, okay, what's the pack? What is it? They're all chomping in the bed. And so on the TV screen, we showed, just like we do in a virtual healthy happy hour, we showed the Ultimate Lifestyle website and showed them how to order on the website. And this is such a key thing, is to be doing that these days, is like during the virtual healthy happy hours to actually share the screen so they can see the pack on the screen and help them get a sense of the price. So I just want to say that in-person events, this is the time of year, spring, where you can do it. And even if you don't have anyone else to help you, you can Zoom me in. Stephanie's done that before. Stephanie's had events where she Zoomed in our upline because our upline couldn't be there in person because our upline lives in Hawaii and Stephanie was in California. So she Zoomed her in. So it's possible to have an event. You just mix and mill, pour drinks, let everybody be merry. And then you say, okay, we're going to sit down and have a talk. We're going to listen to Rachel. We're going to Zoom her in. And then I can come in and I can share it and empower. So who is having an event, an in-person event? Anybody have anything lined up or want to line anything up? Margaret's going to have another one. Yay. Gracie's going to have another one, or Gracie's going to have one. It's been a while. Yeah. Gracie has a potential brand partner lined up as well. Tristan. So congratulations on that. All right, beautiful. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of writing.
I would love to have an event.
Oh, good. Wonderful, Kat.
I'm ready. Ready.
So the way this works is you send me the date and time, and I'm saying this for everyone. You already know this, but you send me the date and time. I will make you a flyer. And that way we seal in the date and we have it planned, and then you start inviting.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to a sweat lodge right now. And then I'm going to be on the road, and I'll message you when I'm on the road. I'm going to be going to Reno and Nevada City.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Who else has had an in-person event recently? I don't think Tara Shea and I we're also lining one up. So you always want to just commit to the date first. If you're for your launches, whether you're doing a virtual event or your healthy happy hour, you always want to commit to the date first. And then we work backwards. Then we start inviting. Then we just like do all the work, because that kind of lights a fire in our butt that we've got this date, we've planned it, and we're like doing it. Okay. So you can always have virtual events. You don't just need to do it just once for your launch. You can do them again and again and again. Tara Shea got to director last month because she was doing them every week. She was just like, every week, let's just do another launch. Let's do another launch. And sometimes there'd only be one person on. Sometimes there'd be no one on. And then sometimes there'd be no one on. And then they'd come in a half an hour later and we'd be still talking because we were training. Because if no one comes, we train. That's it. It's no big deal. If someone doesn't come, we just train. We turn it into a training. We start processing and working on stuff. And then if someone comes in, it's like, hey, you're just on time. Welcome. We're just starting. You know what I mean? It becomes like a three-way call. All right. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of writing. So I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. And what we're gonna do This is kind of related to yesterday's forming habits. Write about the habits you want to change or adopt. Make a list of habits you'd like to change and a list of habits you'd like to adopt. That's step 1. And then step 2 is visualize. I want you to write out what it's going to look like when you do that habit, with the habit that you're going to adopt. What is it like before, during, and after that habit? What leads up to that habit? What do you do before that habit? Like, what is the transition into that habit? What do you feel like when you're doing it, and what do you feel like afterwards? I didn't say a prayer this morning. Stephanie, would you like to start this little session off with a prayer?
I might cry.
Are we okay? Are we okay with tears, everybody? We love tears.
I've been so tearful. Oh my God.
I love
Thank
your
you.
tears. I drink them.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really good to be back. I've missed you all so much. I think that, before I pray, I just want to let you all know that I've been going through a real dark night of the soul. And for those of you who are spiritual, you can relate to what that is. What's going on with my back is completely emotional. And that's been fascinating to experience, to work with, to be with, and be patient with the healing process. I am better, but I'm still not where I need to be. And I just, there's a part of me that just like wants to get back to where I was. And it's like, no, that's not what this is about in any way, shape, or form. This is really about reconfiguring and realigning. Realignment. That's what this is about. It's about realignment and integrity. And mostly it's about God for me, in all honesty. So let's go there. Let's have a little talk with God this morning. I invite you to just close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths with me now. So we're just taking this moment to remember. We're gently turning our attention away from the external world, from the world of circumstance, from the manifest reality, and we're turning within to really the unmanifest reality, to to that experience of that which we cannot necessarily touch or see, but that which we know exists, which is the love within us. The very beating of our heart, the very breathing of our breath is testimony to this love. And so we're feeling into this love, we're feeling into our hearts, we're feeling into our body temples, that which is housing our spirit, and we're just allowing ourselves to be here now. Whatever is going on for us, we're making it all okay. Just feeling into that which is and accepting it, finding acceptance for that which is, releasing judgment, and just simply showing up for ourselves, showing up for our life, showing up for that which we say that we desire to manifest. We're showing up, bringing forth the love within us, showing up in service. And acknowledging and allowing that to be enough. That's enough. We're showing up in service. We're showing up with our hearts. We're showing up in love. So I bless each and every one of us. I bless whatever we might be going through physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, just blessing it all and knowing that God is in the midst of it all, that love is in the midst of it all. And so I'm grateful for this sacred container. I'm deeply grateful for Rachel's leadership while I have been off in the wilderness. So I lovingly release my word into law. I know that the law is creative and it fulfills my word unto me now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I let go and I let God, I let go and I let love be love as us. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. And may we have 3 appreciations for Stephanie right now. Who would like to give her some love?
That was so powerful, Stephanie. I love you. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. My car cut out when you were talking about your back, and I thought that was just fortuitous and wonderful because all I see is just the beauty, wealth, health, and nurturing that you're giving yourself. And that's all I want to see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love you, Stephanie. It's so good to see you and be with you and hear your words and the surety of love and connection to God consciousness that is in and backing those words. And I always appreciate when we get to pray with you and the blessing of all the parts and pieces and aspects. So thank you so much. You're so powerful and beautiful and yeah, human.
Thanks, Grace. I love you.
I'm so thankful to meet you. I've only ever checked out your Facebook page, which is amazing. And all the words that you just spoke, they were very genuine and they touched me. And it is okay to just be however that is. And when we get to do it with wonderful humans like this, thanks for leading us in such a powerful prayer. What a great way to kick off this day. And again, I'm just so thankful to meet you. You have such a depth of soul and I could feel it right through my screen.
Wow.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bless you, Ellie. Thank
I
you.
agree. That was so powerful. I love the way you say, show up in service with love and an open heart. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. Amen. Amen. to all.
May
Blessings, Stephanie.
I
Welcome
just
back.
say
Thank you so much.
I think Kat was singing your little song there.
You are so beautiful. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are amazing. You are such a gift, not only to me, but to all of humanity. And every time you speak, I feel it in my body cellularly. Like you activate me in the most powerful ways just by being you and sharing your heart and your truth. There's so much power, even in your pain, especially in your pain. You are so beautiful. You are such a light. And I'm so sorry for your pain. And I honor you. And I just want to reflect back what a gift you are and how grateful I am. I'm sorry that I keep on, I've been broken down to everything has been stripped from my life and I've needed it to come back home to me. And I'm so grateful that today I chose to be here and I got the call or the message from Kahina and I'm like, I'm fucking there. And I got to experience you and your heart. Thank you so much. What a gift. You're such a gift. I love you.
Thank you, Kat. Bless you, honey. Big hugs.
Love fest. Go ahead.
I spent time when I was in Santa Rosa at the Center for Spiritual Living, and learn prayer treatment and do it regularly. But it's quite a different thing when somebody that's really trained in it, that understands it, leads it. So thank you.
You're so welcome, Glenna. Thank you for the acknowledgement. I love to pray. I really am so grateful to be asked, Rachel. I love it when you pray. It really sets up my whole day just right. So thank you very, 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 very much. Love you, love you, love you, love you. What does your sweatshirt say?
It says nothing changes unless we change.
Awesome. And then
Dr. Joe. It's from Dr. Joe from my time in Orlando.
I knew it. And mine says Dharma. I was at Dharma's in Santa Cruz. I got my little Dharma sweatshirt. All right. Let's hop into the 5 minutes and just write, what you're calling in, if you want to do the whole first thing was what new habits we want to adopt, what new habits you're adopting, and write about it. Imagine yourself in that habit. Imagine yourself seeing that habit. Imagine yourself, what do you feel like? What resistance? What, and then like moving through the resistance and then into like what it feels like to do it. And then what it feels like after you've done that thing, and visualize when you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. And then like what you're calling in, write down like, what else are you calling in this habit? And then what are you calling in to your life? And thank it for being there. If you're calling in money, thank the money, thank you, the money, thank it, and give thanks for what you're going to spend it on, how it's going to be used, or how you're going to invest it, whatever you do with money, like give thanks. Okay, here we go. 5 minutes. including. All right, thank you for participating in that exercise. And now.
Hello.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, am I talking to Rachel or did I answer my call?
You're talking to Rachel. You're still on the Zoom.
I am so sorry. Okay, I have to dip out for a minute. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Sorry.
No worries, hon.
That was so beautiful, the meditation.
Yay. Would anyone like to share? A couple people? Habit that you are. Yes, Margaret.
So we talked a little bit about this yesterday about envisioning doing something. And so this morning I did it. I got warm and warmed up my car and took a walk on the beach with Lucky. And so it was very, and when I did stop at the coffee shop, I just got hot water. So
Good. I'm so proud of you. Wow, that's a lot. You did it all. And you know, I can feel it in you. You're radiating. I can feel your energy is different.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it was great.
Fantastic. That's your new pattern. That's your new habit. There you go. Day one. Way to go. Yay. And you did it in the morning. You did it before the call. Like, look, here we are at 9 o'clock and you're here. That's great. Good job. Anyone else? Yes, Ellie.
Okay, I'll just read what I wrote. I'm adopting a consistent schedule. Sleep, working out, work, spring cleaning. At first, it looks like planning and prayer, thankfulness. Implementing, do the damn thing. Sometimes when I feel like skipping something, I remember why I want these things, give thanks, and move through it to the task at hand. Afterwards, I feel overflowing thankfulness, accomplishment, and motivation for the next step. I see, feel, be, and thank.
Ooh, yes, that is so nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel that. And how do you feel reading that?
Emotional. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I feel good. I feel uplifted, but I really felt my voice wavering as I was speaking.
Did you happen to see the video that I posted in the accountability thread that was like the habits? So we watched this video
of the millionaire.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, I watched it this morning. It was great.
Okay,
And
good.
I felt thankful to watch it too. And I love that all of the advice that they give, like about, because I'm always such in my world, and a lot of times people will tell me that I shouldn't be. And that made me feel like, nah, dude. let's do it, let's just do it. What makes us happy is important, and we find, and we or God finds for us the people that resonate with that. So yeah, it's good.
Amen to that. Beautiful. Yeah. Did you like the two distinctions that they made were, one is to if you find yourself doing something that's a quote unquote bad habit, to then immediately follow it with a good habit, like follow it with something good.
Yes.
Well,
I
you're
like that.
you're rewarding with good, and then pretty soon the bad habit falls away because you keep doing the good right after it. You start to notice, oh, I'm doing that thing. Let me let me go drink the water, the new habit that I'm creating, hydrating or whatever it is.
It's good. It's like you bypass all of the need to talk down to yourself, even though there's the reasons, but yeah.
Yeah. And so is there something on that list that you can imagine yourself like, oh, I'll catch myself doing something, and the thing I want to reward, the reward I want to do afterwards is?
Yeah, I'll think on it. I don't have an immediate answer to give you right now, but I will definitely think on it.
Good. And then the other thought, yes, you're welcome. And then the other thought is there something on that list where you can visualize going into it and actually experiencing yourself going through the process of doing the new habit you want to include?
Yeah, I feel maybe I should break it down more, because when I think about all the schedule things that I've had days where I accomplished those things. So I can feel it, but it doesn't feel like it's just one thing. It's like always a bunch of things. And maybe it would be more easy to approach if it was more broken down.
Yeah. And so that was the other thing that they taught, is to actually visualize, if do you work out, or is that something new you want to adopt?
I do work out.
Okay, so like if there's something that you're not doing that you want to adopt, what would it be?
I am being more accountable and in charge of like getting to sleep. I just want to stay up all the time. And so I just do.
I'm the same way. That's so funny.
Yeah. So I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna stay up, and then I do.
Right. Join the race of people who wish they had more hours in a day. I get it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you want to sleep, then if you want to go to sleep at a certain time or earlier, then you want to visualize yourself putting yourself to bed. And the routine, you want to start visualizing the routine before bed to get you there. What's the what time do you want to, you're going to look at the clock. Okay, it's this time. And then what time do you want to start winding down? What are you going to do? You're gonna brush your teeth. What is your routine before bed? And when do you want to do it?
Right.
And visualize the transition. Visualize the you have to acknowledge the resistance. Yeah. You have to experience the resistance. They said in that video, you have to experience the resistance to it.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go, okay, I'm feeling that resistance, or I'm feeling whatever it's hard about it. You want to like be real with yourself. This thing is going to be hard. Because if you don't acknowledge the hard thing, then when it comes up, you don't know how to deal with it.
Right. Yeah. It's like looking at things from all angles so that you're prepared.
Yeah.
And moving through it.
And then visualize yourself like actually in the action of doing it, and then like what that feels like, and then what you're going to feel like after it's done. After you've spent time, how you're going to feel? You're going to have higher self-esteem the next morning. You're going to feel like, wow, I feel so good. Like what's going to be different?
Yeah. Energy to take the day on.
Yeah. So visualize. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, visualize that whole process. So I invite you to visualize that in the morning, through the day, and visualize it every day. So you want to put yourself to bed, which my roommate was really good at, that I had, and I saw her doing it all the time. So that was like my visualization. I'd see her do it. And then I was like, okay, I need to start doing that. And I started going to bed earlier.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's really about putting ourselves to bed. It's actually not just going to sleep. It's like, I have to be my own parent and like take myself and put myself to bed, which means I'm creating a routine.
I like that. Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I empathically feel like all the back pain you guys are having since the dance. What the heck? Thanks, Rachel and everyone.
Oh my God, you're total empath.
All is well. It's gonna be good.
Thanks for taking it on and making it a little bit easier on my own back. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, Gracie.
Sorry, it's hard to see. The sun's shining on the screen. Well, thank you, Ollie, for what you shared and your conciseness. I really loved it. Part of me wants to be like, yeah, what she said. I didn't actually watch that video, but I love how like there's this thing moving through the consciousness, because I kind of wrote about that. I'll just read what I wrote. I am changing the habit of basking and amplifying my struggle. I'm releasing the habit of activating my pain body through constantly reaffirming the not enough-ness of any given scenario. I am committing to choosing one life situation or aspect of my consciousness per day that I'm committed to evolving, and doing pattern interrupts to reprogram and heal any untruths that are on autoplay in my mind. So for example, like when I notice myself going into a story about my daughter's dad, like immediately stopping. And then what I usually do is I have like a hair tie that I have on one wrist, and I just like move it to the other wrist so that there's something I'm physically doing to acknowledge the interrupt in the pattern that I don't want to happen. And then infusing gratitude in, so it's kind of the same thing of noticing the habit that we don't want to be doing and then immediately changing the habit and rewarding it. So in that pattern interrupt, reprogramming and being like, okay, no, like I'm actually very supported by my daughter's dad, and healing is possible. And, we have a soul contract, and we're making the best of it, so like rewriting that story. And so I put gratitude will nourish the roots daily, committing to doing gratitude for 5 to 10 minutes. And then also in the present moment of the pattern interrupt. So I didn't quite take it with the like, what does it feel like moving into and in the middle and after, but yeah, that's what came through.
So yeah, this is perfect. And this is similar to kind of what Teresa was working on yesterday, which I love. And so what you can maybe apply is the reward there's two different exercises. So the first one is the reward, where it's like, if you catch yourself doing something that you consider negative or bad or whatever, is to then do something, the thing that's actually that you want to be doing, like immediately, as soon as you catch yourself, do that immediate thing. So for you, it could be like having the affirmation and like saying the positive thing. So that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the more you do that, then pretty soon, as soon as the quote unquote whatever negative thing happens or bad thing happens, then you catch it sooner and sooner, till pretty soon it's almost completely replaced.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Glennis, you want to say something? Or Allie, were you going to respond to that? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, she's rooting you on. Okay, go ahead, Glennis.
I started talking, I wasn't unmuted. Okay. There was two things that I've said before: daily entries in my spending journal and clear ongoing finances, and regular ongoing tithing, especially at the end of the day. So what I did is I put that in my I am statement, if you will. I am organized and clear with my finances and home. My home is back to the order that I need to become successful at the level I choose, without confusion, because I get confused when it's really disorderly. Art is my art has its marketplace. My community has support for the arts, and I am diamond by summer. My sculpture jam project is an amazing success in October, as fall brings in the closure in the light, and I'm ready for the holidays.
Beautiful. So we worked with some of your things yesterday. What's one thing, what's one thing, if you're going to pick one thing here to focus on in the exercise, what would it be? To add one thing you want to have that you create?
To do regular entries into my journal or app with my spending daily.
Okay, and so where are you going to do that? In your journal or your app, or both?
Well, I'm working on setting up the app. Right now I'm doing it in my journal. I'm meeting with an accountant to really set this up so it's automated.
Okay. So you're going to set up the app with your accountant, your budget, you're saying?
Yeah, once it gets set up, it should kind of do it automatically based on what I've already put in the app. So.
Oh, are you using Benchmark? Bench is the one that I use. It's an actual app that I use, and it costs money every month, but it does do all my bookkeeping.
This one's free actually, and she turned me on to it. Let me see what the name of it is.
Yeah, what's it called? We'd all love to know.
And now I'm not finding it, but it works similar to QuickBooks in that you set it up, you mark different types of spending, and then as you spend that type of thing, it automates it. And of course, you have to still oversee it and tweak it because it's not perfect, right? But it's very much like.
Put it in the chat when you know what it is. So yeah. What's the visualization? So how are you going to? Well, you're not ready for it yet, so we can't really do the exercise around it yet because you don't have the app. It's not set up yet.
But I'm still doing it in a voucher. I mean, I can still do that now in the voucher and get it in. I mean, I tend to do it like every week or every 2 weeks or something, sit down and right. And I can stay on top of it better. So that's the practice that I need, right? So
visualizing yourself going into this action. So what comes before it, what's the feeling, and then what's the feeling that might interrupt it, and then moving through that feeling into doing it, and then how you feel doing it, and then how you feel after you're doing it, after you've done it.
Well, clarity is the biggest thing, but how it feels is just to be on top of things. I mean, and not having confusion. And right now I get confused easily. I'm going because I'm doing so many different things. Oops. So I'm not sure otherwise what you're asking.
So I'm giving you the exercise. So the exercise is to like notice where the resistance comes up, to write it down, put it in your voucher. Like what might interrupt you doing that, putting it into the voucher. And then noticing that, feeling that, and then saying, and then noticing how you're going to move out of that resistance into doing it.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about yesterday, is give myself a reward, you know, whether it's my slapstick or the piano or whatever, when I catch myself doing it, right? Yeah. I mean, I just get possessed with taking on different tasks, and I've got so many, it just gets very confusing, right? and I need to stop that and focus on one at a time and just, you know, get it complete. And then whether it's a reward or whatever, you know.
Perfect. Give yourself a reward. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now we're going to move into another exercise, which is about calling in your brand partners. We've done this before as a team, but we haven't done it in a long time. And so here we go. Ready? Here's the exercise.
And Rachel, can I add before we jump into that real quick?
Well, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10:01, and so we're already behind. And so I want to make sure this gets done because we're going to go into breakout rooms and actually get into action. So maybe you could write it in the chat if you want to. If you want to like add it to the chat, then we can read it. So this next exercise is I want you to think about who you would love to have on your team. Now, I want you to think big and wide. Who are 5 people you would love to have on your team? I want you to write that down. Now, it can be anyone. It could be a famous person. It could be anyone you know. It could be someone you don't know, but I want you to just write it down for the exercise. Who are like 5 people you would love to have on your team? Could be Tony Robbins. I don't care, but just like, who would you love to have on your team? They could even be somebody who's on someone else's team. Okay, and now now that you've written down those 5 people, I want you to write next to their names, why did you choose that person? Next to each one, what qualities does that person have that made you choose them? What qualities do they have? And who would like to share? Or continue finishing. But if someone finishes and you get done, you can go ahead and pop off mute and share who 5 people were and what their qualities were. Would anyone like to list 5 people that they thought of? Just to start with. Allie said no. That was cute. Glenna, you look like you're about to say something.
Well, yeah, I haven't got 5, but I'll share. I'm being very select here. Okay, the first one isn't alive now, but he was a major influence on me. It was Paul Solner. He's internationally known for Raku. And actually that was a couple because his wife did all the marketing stuff behind him, right? And so that was major for me for my art, but they were a model for entrepreneurism as well, right? David is a guy that's done trainings for our nonprofit group locally here, and he was an amazing group facilitator and trainer, for clarity and all that. Bogey is a friend up here. She's a graphic artist, and she built her own place, and she's quite an amazing lady. The other person is Matt Powers.
Slow down. Slow down. What are the qualities that make you want her on your team?
Just her incredible sense of detail and how she visualizes what she wants and manifest it.
Great.
And Matt Powers, he's a leader in permaculture. He's written the whole curriculum for permaculture for schools. I mean, that guy is amazing in terms of leading and pushing forward permaculture to the next level. So yeah, those are people that have really influenced me. I haven't got a 5th one yet.
So what qualities about Matt, what specific qualities is it that you could see being beneficial for him as a brand partner?
Just how expansive he is. He doesn't think small. And he's incredible with the details and doing the details, right?
Yeah, he would do all the things. He's somebody who would like not miss a beat. He would like cross all his T's and dot all his I's.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was an administrator first in a school, a principal, then he became a curriculum person, and then he's done a whole bunch of leadership roles. So the guy is amazingly capable, and he's written a whole series on next level permaculture, if you will.
Okay, and then how do you see that applying to Purium?
I'm not sure, but I just love the qualities.
Okay.
This is far simpler, I think, than what he's done. But
he clearly has the values. He clearly values the same things we do.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else?
I'm happy to share if nobody else wants to. I feel like I've been talking a lot, and but if someone else wants to share, then you should hop on.
I think we want to hear from you because you're inspiring us.
All right, cool. So the first person is on Instagram is Kashi Keefe. I actually sent you his profile, and I was like, I want him to be my brand partner. But he has a really beautiful story of, being an addict and a delinquent when he was young, getting in and out of juvie. And he has transformed his life and is so shameless about promoting health and well-being and breath work and just like what we can access naturally to help ourselves heal. Another person on Instagram, her handle is midlife muse, and she's a woman probably in her late 50s, and she would definitely be like the energy of recruiting up. She's very well established. She has a huge following. She's very clear and articulate. I think that she is a therapist, and she's always just bringing such great information. She has a wonderful understanding of like how consciousness works. Sela, who is my holistic medicine practitioner, and I think she's actually probably taken Purium before, but we share a love for natural healing. She has a great local clientele. I love her background and her capabilities because she's been in allopathic medicine, and she's also studied with the same midwifery teacher, and she's really into Rudolf Steiner's work and, you know, just the progression of how we heal from the inside out. My sister Trina, because I would love to see her thrive. She is one of the most capable people that I know, and I feel like she's been caught in a cycle of poverty, and she needs to heal right now in her body in a lot of different ways. And I would just love, honestly, to be doing this with someone in my family and like being able to lift my whole family up. And then I don't know. Oh, and then my friend Jason, who he's just incredible. I just went to a BNI meeting with him yesterday, and one of the things that he shared was that when he was in the Air Force, he was one of the top recruiters, and he really is a person that you just trust to like try whatever it is that he is leading you toward. People have been trying to get me to go to BNI meetings for like 10 years. And he just asked me once, and I was like, sure, that sounds great. And then I found out yesterday that he was like top recruiter in you know, the military. And he has a really deep spiritual essence, and again, understands consciousness in a really important way. And I think people really trust him. So yeah.
Is he someone that you've actually thought of inviting to your team?
I just really, like I have in the past, I've more thought of him to do, you know, to like he did a cleanse at one point. But when I heard that piece yesterday, I was like, yeah, that makes so much sense. And he would do so well in network marketing, and could really like, he is in real estate right now and is doing, you know, decent, but I think he could just thrive with residual income. So yeah, he's somebody that I would seriously invite to come to my team.
Beautiful. I look forward to a Connect call one day.
Okay.
Awesome. So now you guys are creating your magnet, your brand partner magnet is what this is. Okay. So creating your brand partner magnet. Whew, I want you to circle all those qualities. I want you to circle the qualities that you're looking for in a brand partner, of all the ones you wrote down. I want you to circle all those qualities that you really want to see in a brand partner that you want to attract to your team. And then I want you to sometime, if during this call or another today, sometime, write down all those qualities on its own sheet. You can make it pretty, you can make it artistic if you want. You can use highlighters and pens or whatever. But I want you to really make a nice list of those qualities, and I want you to put it somewhere prominent in your house, on your refrigerator, on your wherever, on your altar, on your front door, wherever you might see it regularly, so that you start to remember, this is who I'm calling in. So you're constantly bringing that energy into the forefront, remembering this is who I'm calling into my team. You're creating your brand partner magnet. This is now your magnet to attract. I'm going to tell you who was on my list. Tony Robbins was at the top of my list. Is it because he's positive? He shows up on social media. I want someone who's better than me, right? He shows up on social media. He's inspiring. He has grit. Like he's got like 17 different businesses. Like that guy just like works. He works. I want somebody who works. I want somebody who has grit. I want somebody who's inspiring. I put Jilly, who's already on my team. But she's been like on like hiatus for a while. But she's very friendly and she engages constantly with her customers. She always hits like she hit the 9K and the 14K club once on our team. And it's because she's just very friendly and she's just very engaging, and she has a very small social media account, so you wouldn't expect that. But it's the way she engages, and she has good etiquette. She's very charming. And she just always she has really good rapport with people. She goes back and forth. She asks a little question, stays engaged until it eventually leads to something. So she really knows how to hold a conversation. She's very good at conversation. I would say she's conversational. She's a conversationist. And I think that it's still very authentic. It's not like it's inauthentic, but holding a conversation is very much about asking questions and rapport. And she does a lot of question asking naturally. So I didn't even have to teach her that. I put Melissa Hanson because Melissa's an influencer. She's consistent. She's attractive. She has a very pretty presence on social media. I don't have that kind of a presence, but it's like a very aesthetic, like it's like a lot of whites and a lot of white outfits and white surfaces and everything. She has this aesthetic that she creates. And she's just consistent on social media and has a huge following. And she's happy. She's very warm and happy. And I just like, that's very attractive. That's going to attract people to the team, right? That warmth and that happiness. I put Sonia Magruder, who's her upline. Sonia Magruder is a businesswoman. Okay. That woman is a straight up businesswoman. That script that Melissa gave us yesterday is actually Sonia Magruder's script. She got that from Sonia Magruder. So it comes from Sonia. All right. Sonia has a good story. That's something that's really important, is Sonia has a good story. Her story, she was in real estate and she switched over and she made as much money in network marketing as she was doing in real estate in like 18 months. She replaced her income in real estate. So she has a good story. That story can move other real estate agents. That story can move other business people, other people who are very, good at sales. That story is going to move people. So I like her because she has a good story. And she's powerful, and her power is fueled by love. She's very genuine, but she's also very like, let's get things done. Here's the order of things, She's professional. She is professional. She is a serious professional. She dresses professionally. She exudes professionally. She talks professionally. She's very professional. I would like to have someone like that on my team. Very professional person. I'm not really that professional, but I'm like, I want someone else who is, So I'm attracting to my team people who are different than me, who are better than me, who have different qualities than I have, who are better at certain things than I have, who will complement who will complement me, who are going to really bring something to the team that I don't bring. Qualities that I may not be strong at, other people will be stronger at. And I want those on my team. So I'm looking for people who are more capable, more confident, and more skillful than I am. All right. Thanks, Grace. We'll work on your Facebook later. Okay. Love you, girl. Yeah. So now's the time where we go into breakout rooms if you shall. And bye, Ali. Love you. And this is also a time where we can also just like communicate here if anybody wants any coaching or anything, or wants to set up, actually, let's say if anyone wants to set up a business, like an actual meeting, like a launch party, let's talk about it. We can talk about it in front of people. Or I'm going to open up the breakout rooms here where you can work with your team if you like. So I'm going to open up 4 breakout rooms. Not like anyone needs that many. Here, let's do 3. And I'm going to create that. And so if you want to work with someone on your team right now, you can go into that breakout room and work with them and like do some coaching or something like that. And then if you want to work with me, let me know. Julie, it would be really great for you to create a launch event. I know you don't know what that means yet, but a launch event usually happens in your first 10 days of the business. So it would be great to like just create a Zoom, a virtual Zoom where you can invite your friends and family, your loved ones, whoever, to a Zoom and set that on the calendar. I'll create a flyer for you and then we will start inviting to it. So I don't even know if you're there. I see your picture, but if you are there, hopefully that landed. Oh, you're here. Okay, good. And you still need.
Hey, Rachel.
Oh, hi there. You have to take care of your son. Okay, got it. Does that mean you have to go? Oh, that was Margaret speaking. I'm looking at Julie's communication in the chat. Yes, Margaret.
I would like to do 2 more events for this month.
Beautiful.
And my question is, I have sometimes knowing what to do virtually or in person. I personally like in person better for me, but just was wondering your input on that.
Do whatever feels inspiring to you.
Okay.
If you want to do
Right.
in person, start inviting people. Yeah, do an in-person one and do a virtual one.
Okay.
And
Sounds
see what
good.
happens. Yeah.
And I was thinking, and I don't know why this came to mind, but when I was thinking of inviting people and giving them, instead of like inviting them to come, is like giving them an option of which date they want, instead of, so they're saying yes to a specific date. They're not saying yes to coming to something that they can't really say no.
I
You
get
understand what I'm saying?
You're giving them options rather than a yes or no decline.
Yeah. Does that sound good or?
Yeah, you can do that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yay, Julia. Yeah, set up an onboarding meeting with me and Dickie. We want to do your vision call. Tershay.
Hi, Rachel. Besides going back to the notes that I took earlier, I was going to share with Glennis that confusion is connecting is fusing things together in Greek. So it's not always so bad. My women's professor told me that, and so when I have it in my song "Love Light Frequency" about healing with the womb, I actually put something about that. So it was cool. Okay. Making the bed in the morning, really good habit. That helps to start the day and to breathe. And I did some movements last night. So that was really good. Hydration. I got up really at the time and got out to your meditation or your prayer mantra. And then people. So I was going to text Michelle, which is one girl that I would love on my team. Well, she's already a girlfriend of mine, and she's still making residual income from a doTERRA network marketing. So she's like team oriented. She's already pretty skilled there, but she's really into nutrition. Her husband died of like colon cancer. And so she dove into the juicing, she dove into hardcore health, and she was really open and interested, and she would love to know more about Purium. And I'm like, could we get her on a Zoom today? If we're here right now, I was gonna text her if that would work for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm available until 11:30.
Okay. So I would just send her this link for her to okay.
I'm saying this to Julie. Yes, Julie. Okay, you're welcome.
And then as we had mentioned too, I have another extended sister friend, Serenity Grace's mom is a huge successful running like multi-million-dollar relationship coaching business. And she's really generous. She's just outgoing and she loves to help people. And she's very welcoming. And I really like that. Again, someone who's in a position that's farther advanced, that has skills that you can grow with each other. And then my friend with the ashwagandha farm. So he's professional and he's empathetic, and that would just be amazing. It's amazing that they're already members of our team. There we go.
Sure. All right. So
It's
yeah,
growing long-term friendship, is the friendship, is the community, the stability, people you can count on. And, recently I've been feeling that sometimes on always being super generous and going the extra mile and being the type of person and loyal friend that I am, and being able to have teams, cheerleaders and people that are there that have like-minded aspects of nutrition and wellness, our health, a valued priority, and being of service to others and ourselves, which it's a mutual aspect because we are mirrors of each other. So
awesome.
thank you, everybody.
Do you want to see if your friend's available to jump on a call right now with us?
Yeah.
We could go into Messenger and do video, or she could come here and then we go into a breakout room. It's kind of weird if she comes here, but she could. Hi, Stephanie. How are you doing, Danielle? You're muted.
I'm doing really good. I love this call. I'm so glad I hopped on.
Hey, me too. Thank you for being here. Did you do your brand partner magnet?
Yes, I did. I was thinking about a few of my friends.
Thank you.
How they're go-getters and they love people and they love to try new things. And the famous person I picked was Joe Dispenza.
Yes.
Yes, I love him, how he, gets into the conscious and subconscious mind, and he helps people overcome that. So I know he would love the product and add that on to his work.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, let's go ahead and this is where we work independently now, quietly, and just doing our prospecting, inviting people, etc. And if you want to go into a room, Tereshé, we can go into a room. Are you talking to me, Tereshé?
Yes, I'm talking. Oh, you mentioned professional people, or already like established. Lisa Nichols, she's like motivating the masses. If you've heard of her, she's great.
She's actually doing a call right now with actually in 2 minutes she's doing a call. We could actually watch it. Actually, why don't we do that? We can like.
Well, I just messaged Michelle, but yeah, she's.
Okay, it's 12:30, so they're probably starting right now.
Following the events that she's been doing around the world. And later on, I got a privilege for her community and the world in general, inspiring men and just creating a long-lasting change. So ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, help me to welcome my good friend. Hey, honey. How are you doing? So wonderful to see you and to be with you. I'm so happy to have you today. And I told you before we started, I absolutely love the hair. Okay, guys, comments, like put the hearts in the comments. Everybody who loves Lisa's hair. I mean, it's like it's so vibrant and just like so much energy and just like, it's so exciting.
Yes, I decided to let my wild side out.
I love it. I love it. So Lisa, I wanted to kind of like jump with you on this live because for the first time in my definitely life, I'm hosting the Most Powerful Women Network Marketing with you. So you will be my co-host. I never done it before. I never had any else except Eric emceeing the event. I never had somebody who is so powerful, an amazing speaker, an amazing leader to share the stage for a long time. And for those of you who do not necessarily know, Lisa is not just coming with a little keynote for 40 minutes or an hour. She's going to be on stage, I don't know, Lisa, like what, 5-6 hours, something like that. It's going to be so much of Lisa that you're going to fall in love with her as much as I do. So I'm excited about that.
That's not me. I don't know what that is.
From beginning to end, we are going to have an amazing time. And I think what's really important, Marina, is that we talk about how we came up with this. You and I were together in Bora Bora, and we were looking at what can we give the ladies that show up. What can we give them so that they learn how to serve from their overflow, so that they can move from depletion, from depleted into fueled, from exhausted to energized? What can we give them as superpower tools so they can build their community? Like, we literally sat in the water in Bora Bora and talked. What can we give them that are sure shot takeaways, deliverables and actionables that literally, when they implement them, they the result immediately, not 6 months down the line, but literally during the event, week following the event. And so I think it's important to know that we set inside this sacred sister friend time, really thinking about each one of you. How can we give you a tool that can move you from where you are closer to where you know that you deserve to be as a birthright? So I love the way it was created.
And it's interesting because just because you mentioned, we were sitting in Bora Bora, right? We could have been doing like a lot of different things, but because Lisa and I both are so passionate about what we do, and like we do not necessarily understand the whole work-life balance thing. Because for me personally, and I don't know, Lisa, about you, but I mean, I do know, but I want you to kind of like let everybody know your answer as well. But for me, I do not necessarily separate separate work and my personal life, because I'm so passionate about what I do. I do not want to draw the line that, after 5 p.m., I'm no longer passionate about helping women. After 5 p.m., I'm no longer passionate about helping my community. After 5 p.m. On Sunday or on weekends, I'm no longer passionate about pouring into another human being and seeing that little light bulb come into their eye, and kind of like the belief, confidence in them, so they can go change their life. So for me, everything that is I do for work, and I'm really blessed because I know a lot of you watching this not necessarily lucky as I am to do what you love, and the job necessarily be your passion, may not necessarily be something you want to talk 24 hours a day. But Lisa and I think we're so blessed because we were able to find up our heart, at the same time helps us to grow our business. And that's why sitting in Bora Bora on the beach, instead of sipping cocktails, we were talking about how we're going to make this event better.
Well, and you know what? I think it's important that when you are designing your next best version of yourself, and type in chat, designing my next best version. Like, you need to declare that. And when you declare, I'm designing my next best version, you then become hungry to get the tools, the techniques, the steps, the action items. At least I was, in 1994 through 1998, I just had a dream and a lot of bills and a lot of worry and a lot of anxiety. Jelani was 3, 4, and 5 years old. And all I knew was that I couldn't keep living like this. I couldn't keep working for LA Unified School District. It didn't fit me. They didn't want me there, and I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to keep dying and just waiting for 5 o'clock to come so I can leave this job and then pray that the next several hours go slow before I'm due to come back. I didn't want to stay like that. And so I began collecting evidence of the life I knew I could have. I began surrounding myself with people that I can learn from that was 10 to 20 steps further than me. I began to gather ideas, gather action steps that cannot move me from here, A to Z, but it moved me from A to A plus to B to B plus. So this event is for the woman who's moving at warp speed. You're a leader, You're a gladiator, you're a change agent, and you know that it's time for you to quantum. And it's also for the just designing, what does my next best season look like? And I need action steps and I need tools to help me get there. I'll never forget what 1997 felt like. And I'll always go back to 2007 when I was on Oprah, 2000 when I launched my company, and 1997 when I was still trying to figure it out. I'll this in my life, what in your life, and grab as many sister friends as I can.
I love it. I love it. And you know what's interesting, because that's what network marketing is. Passion allows people to create that, fast pace into getting into your dream life, because your job 9 to 5 may not necessarily fulfill all of your needs from emotional standpoint, from the relationship standpoint, from the financial standpoint. Inside of network marketing, we have this unique opportunity that can allow you improve your financial status, but also, and the most importantly, other relationships. And the most importantly, is the person who you're becoming on this journey. Because, we pretty much grabbing everybody and throwing them in a deep end of the pool of the entrepreneurship and helping them swim. Because inside of this business, there are so many tools. The companies are supporting you. The sponsors are doing their best to give you everything they've got, all the knowledge they possess, so you can succeed faster. But I attribute a lot of my personal growth to this profession, because when you're speaking to prospects, when you're trying to, because at the end of the day, I think if we think about network marketing as just a sales job, that's absolutely not what it is. We are, and here's the thing, let me correct myself. Yes, we are sellers, but we're not selling products and services. We're selling hope. We're selling vision. We're selling belief. We're selling confidence. We're selling, the opportunities. We're selling something bigger, the opportunity for people to believe in themselves, and the courage to believe in themselves, and also
to create their own financial ecosystem.
Exactly. And just kind of like, push through all the naysayers and through the fears and people who are potentially laughing at them and people calling them crazy. I remember so many times I was called crazy. Guys, you cannot even imagine. Even sometimes now, people, like when I was building the studio, you cannot imagine how many people said, Marina, she cannot do this. Worre? No, she's not going to build this. Like, absolutely not. It's not going to happen. And, for me, it was actually the fuel that it did not scare me. Of course, I was worried because it's such a massive project and I never done anything like this before. But that little kind of like nudge and kind of like the doubt that people tried to put on me, it just put so much fire in me. I was like, watch me, let me go and let me find an amazing team of people, of professionals who can help me to build that vision. So talk to me.
You know what? If I can share with you, I don't know if you know that network marketing was one of the biggest validations in my career. When I stepped into network marketing, it allowed me to see my own fire. It allowed me to see the fire and the zeal in me. But what I loved is that I had the bumper rails of the company's support, the content, the financial structure, the product. It allowed me to see how far I can run and fly. I surprised myself with what I was able to generate, with both an impact and an income. And so when you talk about network marketing, creates a space where you get to be the designer of your destiny. And you get to be the author of your autobiography. And with that, you also get the opportunity to build some skill sets, to build some personal development, both for you and for other people. What I love about network marketing is you get to climb to the top and lift while you're doing it. And there's this great saying, she's not that heavy, lift while you climb. And that's exactly why you and I are here, because we realize that she, as my grandmother would say, she ain't that heavy, baby. Lift while you climb. And so this is and most powerful women in network marketing, and everything that this movement is about, everything that this tribe is about is, and sister friends, type this in chat, lift while you climb. She's not that heavy. And whether that's giving her an encouraging word, giving her a new skill set, or giving her an opportunity to make new revenue, whatever it is, that's exactly why we're here. And I got to tell you, I am the woman I am because a woman that was 10 to 20 steps further than me turned around and poured into me. Something that you may say or that I may say today, that's exactly what another sister friend might need.
I love that. You know, you said something very special because I believe that all the skills that are inside of network marketing, they're all easily learnable. You don't need to go to college, and learn for 4 years, for 5 years, all the different techniques, all the different skill set necessary to build this profession. But what I do believe that it takes much more time is build that mindset of a winner, build that mindset of a powerful woman, build that belief in ourselves. Because when I started this event 9 years ago, I started thinking like, okay, so 77% of all the participants are women, right? So we are the majority of the entire organization if we look through the entire world. But when I started looking at the top, I did not see 77% ratio of women making top income and being at 1 and number 2 in their companies. So I started wondering, what's wrong with this math? How's that even possible? Just by the sheer mass that we have, we do not have even close percentage at the top. It did not make any sense to me. So I started wondering, what is the deal? And the answer that I came up with, and if you guys agree, put some fire in the chat, because I think that the reason why we do not have that many people or that many women at the top as we should is because we don't believe in ourselves. We listen to that chatter that, oh, you're just a woman, you're just a girl, who do you think you are? You're not meant to move mountains, you're not meant to build empires, you're not meant to run the world, you're not meant to do any of those things.
Or this one, you can't be a good mother and be a powerful business leader. You can't be a multi-million-dollar earner and a good wife, or and a good friend, or and a good daughter, or and a good mom. We think many times we adopt the and or mindset versus the with. We think we can have this or that. We have family or success. And that is a big barrier as well, Marina.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I totally agree with you that you can have it all. And I think inside of our profession, we've seen so many beautiful examples where women are being moms and having 3, 5, 6 kids and still being top of their company and still being the breadwinner and still being an amazing life and still doing all of those things. And what is the other profession that, and I am kind of obviously I'm invested because I love this profession. I've been doing it since I was 21 years old. You, Lisa, come as more of an outsider, even though you train a lot of people inside of this space. What do you see network marketing, why it is so powerful, and especially for women, from your perspective?
Network marketing is so powerful because it's an equalizer. When you step into the company, you're given all the tools you need. And now it's one of the few areas where there is no glass ceiling. There is no ceiling. The ceiling doesn't exist. It's literally all opportunity. Now you got to run, you got to grind, you got to learn the skill set, but most importantly, you have to train your mind that you're worth it, you can do it, it's yours, get to it, that your birthright is abundance, your birthright is happiness, your birthright is a multiplier of all things great. And so I love network marketing because you come in and you don't have to wait to get promoted. You self-promote. Your performance promotes you. Man, if every field were like that my performance promotes me, man, we'd have at least 15 women presidents by now, right? Because our effort is huge. And so I love the environment in the world where you get out what you put in. Now that's just equally said, you get out what you put in. But here's the deal. You have to believe how much you get to put in. You got to be willing to put in even on the days where it's challenging. You got to be willing to rise above your external circumstances, rise above your internal conversations, rise above the circumstances of yesterday. And that's why we're doing this event. We want to give you the tools, because here's what I know. You cannot build a house if you don't have the right tools to build a house. You can really want that house. I really want to build this house. I want to build this house of possibility, this house of hope, and this house of prosperity. But if you don't have the right hammer, if you don't have the nails, if you don't have the cement blocks, if you don't have the foundation for the floor, you just can't build a house. And so what I love about our event that we're doing together is we're making sure, sis, you have the tools.
In this cases, because I do believe that the tools are necessary, just like you said, the mindset is necessary. One thing that we're going to bring into this event that we did not do before, because among different skill set that are everybody who read Eric's book or been around Eric and myself, you already know all the different 7 skills and all that stuff, right? But I do believe that there is one skill set that in particular we need to pay a little bit more attention, and it's necessary throughout our entire business. It's necessary for when you talk to prospects. It's necessary when you already have an organization, when you inspire your team, when you educate them, when you lead them. And team on an absolutely new level. And if you guys can guess that, put in the comments. But I'll tell you, it's a storytelling, because everything inside of business, or all businesses, are conversations. If there is no conversation, then there is no business. If people are not talking about your products, if people are not talking about your services, if people are not talking about financial opportunity that comes with your products and service, then you don't have a business. And how do we talk to people, right? We all heard that if you give the data, if you give like, oh, guess what? My product has all these amazing ingredients, and that berry that grows on the other side of the world, or that particular something, that ingredient, that it's so important. When we give data, people don't listen. And especially if you might be a professional, you might be, if it depends on your products, right? You might be a professional in that specific skill set. Nurse, for example, if you have some kind of a health products, people look at you when you give all this data, they're just like, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I cannot do what they do. This is just too much information. I'll never be as good as they are. So it's important to recognize that stories, that's what makes people click. That's what people relate to. That's what people recognize, like, oh, I get it now. Oh, I can relate to that. Because when you tell a story of as a single mom to another single mom, she will listen to you in a much more powerful way. If you tell a story to somebody who's building as a couple, how to build together as a couple, then they will relate to that better. So stories are such an imperative part of everything. What we do. Everything. So Lisa, tell everybody how, because like I said, you're going to be spending a lot of time on stage during the event. So what are the different glimpses of what you're going to be teaching, if you can share with everybody?
I'm so excited about this, Marina. So I'm going to bring to you the secret sauce. I'm going to bring to you the differentiator. I'm going to bring you behind the black curtain. I'm going to share with you what a lot of people don't know. I'm going to talk to you about the power of storytelling, but I'm not only going to talk to you about it, I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to give you some techniques that you will actually have before, type in chat, before we finish the 3 days. I'm going to show you. Think about this. In the villages of Africa, the king and the queen of the village are the most feared. But in those villages, the griot, which is the village storyteller, the griot is the most revered. The griot is who everyone's waiting on. And guess what? The griot, the storyteller, actually tells the same story over and over and over again. But when you know how to tell a story, you create loyalty. People decide to choose you when they decide to like you. People don't decide to like you based on the product you're talking about or based on the finances that you can present to them. They decide to like you based on your story. I want you to think back to any movie you've watched. You became endeared to the main character because you heard about their story. You saw some background. Storytellers in television do it all the time. They get you to fall in love with the main character through the backstory. I'm going to show you how to get people to fall in love with you sooner, quicker, faster. And then we run with them into your business. It's the secret sauce.
No, if you guys are not excited, I mean, seriously, I'm sitting here kind of like jumping on my chair because I'm so excited because Lisa and I, she's been gracious enough to work with me personally to help me to elevate my skill set, to help me elevate my storytelling techniques, to help me elevate the way I speak from stage and the way I lead and communicate my team and my organization. So all this different.
And may I just say this?
Yes.
I just say this? I'm gonna cut you off because you're not gonna toot your own horn. But if you were at the event last year, you would have seen from the year before, I think people averaged it that you went up about 4 to 5 notches as a speaker. Like wherever you started, you went up 4 to 5 notches. I was watching you on live, on virtual, and no one could believe that you needed to take or you were taking speaking. I said, no, this is the result. Watch her. The way you paused, the way you enrolled the audience, the comments that were going crazy after you spoke. Now, before that, you would have great comments, but I think they were about 5x. So I just got to tell you, watching you take that leap, I'm excited that you and I, and that you really are generous enough to say, Lisa, bring the same skill set that you're giving to me and helping me enhance, help my tribe enhance it at the same time. Type in chat, you guys, thank you, Marina. We love you, Marina. Yay, sis. Because most people keep me to themselves. They keep me behind the black curtain, 3 levels of black curtain. They don't even want anyone to know that I'm coaching them. You not only said, I want my tribe to know, but you then said, let's go teach them what you're teaching me. So I just celebrate you, sis, because that's a powerful leader. And that's when you know that the most powerful women in network marketing is a movement.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. Sometimes I'm selfishly keeping Lisa to myself, when she comes to my house and stays with me and we're having a little girlfriend time. But yes, I definitely want it because I've seen the transformation that happened in me. And guess what? I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I still have a long way to go. But I already seen in that short period of time that Lisa and I work privately, I already seen the change. I already seen the impact. And that's why I was like, wait a minute, storytelling is such a big deal inside of our profession. The ability to communicate, the ability to build the relationships, the ability to, like Lisa said, people do not buy products and services. People do not join companies. People are buying you. We buying people. If we like people, if we trust people, then we're going to do business with them, but not before any of those 2 things happen. So the ability to create that storytelling technique in such a powerful way that people can relate to you faster, that people want to be in your orbit, that people want to be associated with you, that's what's going to help you grow your organization. That's what's going to help you to grow the revenue. That's what's going to help you to grow your income and your check inside of the company. I know you, Lisa, want to say something.
Well, I'm not only going to teach you how to really tell a story, I'm going to throw some bonuses in there too, Marina, if I can, because after all, I've come to the most powerful woman in network marketing, and I've spoken one time before, and I've hung around, and sometimes I've come out maybe at the end a little bit, but literally I'm coming on stage on day 1. I'm going to come on multiple times. I'm coming on stage multiple times on day 2. and I'm coming on stage multiple times on day 3. So I got a lot of space. I have the science of speaking formula. I have the entire formula of the science of speaking. I have the art of speaking formula. Most people don't know that there's a science and there's an art. There are formulas and techniques that when you learn the technique, there are about 15 techniques. All you need to begin with is 1 and 2. When you learn 1, 2, or 3, your speaking automatically gets stronger. When you know your story, you automatically get stickier. People choose you. So I'm gonna really drive home and show you how the beginnings of how to own your story, how to shape it, how to deliver it. But I'm also gonna throw in a technique that instantly, and you will be able to do it before the first day. Before we finish, you'll be able to immediately connect with the audience. It's called the audience connection formula. Type that in chat, the audience connection formula. I'm gonna teach you this very simple formula that will make the audience lean into you. It takes you about 45 seconds. You'll do it several times while you're speaking, and they will just somehow feel like you're their girl. For some reason, like, yes, she's my girl. Well, a lot of it will be your story, but there's also this technique called the audience connection formula. That's gonna make it happen as well. So I'm gonna throw a couple of additional formulas in there just as bonus so that you can immediately apply them on friends, family, and prospects.
Thank you, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am because, like I said at the beginning, I had several goals with this event. One goal is to help you to take your skill level to the whole new height and your organization. So, I mean, first of all, the event is free, right? It's like, come on. Free. All these 3 days, packed value is absolutely free. When I am investing a lot of money into making sure this event happens and it happens at a super high level.
I just gotta say, you guys, I thought she was crazy. I was like, this is one of your cray-cray ideas. But let me just tell you, when God, the universe, has blessed you, it's your opportunity to bless other people. And I just believe that, because this was not going to be free initially. When we talked about this in Bora Bora, when we were sitting in the ocean in Bora Bora, I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, it was not free. This had a fee because it has such a high value. Watch when you walk away, this value is in the hundreds. For some, it will be in the thousands of dollars in value. So for Marina to decide not too long ago, I think I want to do this for free. And thank God she has the means so that she can just make that kind of decision. And to me, I believe that when you have much, you give much, you serve much. And I just think that the best price in town, free 99, don't miss this, mark your calendar, tell people to not bother you, treat it like you paid for it. And then come for free. I just think that's beautiful, Marina. I love you. I'm still shocked that you're doing it. Like, power to you, sister. I love it.
Thank you, Lisa. So first of all, on April 20th, we're gonna start charging for tickets. Just because I want to make sure you guys see the value. I just want to lit up a little bit of fire, under your booty so you can go and register right away. So don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till after tomorrow. Don't wait till the last minute. So go ahead and register right now for free because, like I said, my goal is to help you grow your team in education, in level of mindset, and in the skill set, and the storytelling techniques, all these different values that are going to be packed through those 3 days to help your organization and you as a leader to feel more confident, to feel more powerful, to be more excited and more equipped to succeed. But the second, in my opinion, even bigger goal for me was to help you grow the size of your organization, not just the quality and the professionalism of your existing team, but also multiply the size of your team. And let me tell you how we're going to do this. Again, because like I said, the event is free for a limited amount of time, I would really, really strongly encourage you to bring all of your prospects, bring all of your girlfriends, bring all of the women that you know, big, small, young, older, doesn't matter if they're part of network marketing or they're not part of network marketing. It does not matter if they're building the business or they're just staying at home mom. Does not matter. The reason why, because think about it, it's like how helping somebody grow their belief in themselves will help a woman who's just raising kids and staying at home. Think about the power that you're going to give to that sister, to that girlfriend, to that mother, or whatever relative or a friend, somebody, yes, somebody who can now believe in themselves a little bit more, now can see a bigger vision for themselves, now can decide that, you know what, I'm worthy. You know what, I'm going to strive for more. And you know what, I'm going to reach for my greatness. That gift is absolutely amazing.
Marina, that gift, like the invitation we're giving you, is to give your sister friend, daughter, friend, mom, give her the gift of oxygen. Give her the gift of a deep breath, not just into the woman she's been and the woman she is, but give her a deep breath into the sister, the woman she's becoming. Like, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's a register now and go get everybody before the 20th. That doesn't make any sense to wait till after the 20th. And get every woman who's looking for her next best version of herself. Because if nothing else, and we're going to give you a lot of things, but if nothing else, we get to give you the awareness that you are not alone. And if even for those few moments, those few hours, those few days, you see a sister that reminds you of yourself running in your same direction, but she's just 3 to 5 to 10 steps in front of you. What she really is evidence of what's available for you. And so come and get the evidence. Come and catch your breath or get a new breath. Come and get the wind pushed behind you so we can all soar the way we know we've been born to soar. It's a no-brainer for me. I'm sitting here going, everyone should be running to this. She's moved mountains, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. And in the season of our lives, with the level of success that we've been blessed to have, this is what we're supposed to do. Because she ain't that heavy. Each one, reach one, each one, grab one. So come. Sorry, Marina, I got excited. I just had to say that. You know me.
I love it. I love your excitement. And that's why, I said, I was like, as much as I love you and as much as I want to keep you for myself, I got to share this. I mean, I got to share this woman with my community because she is not just an amazing speaker and a world changer. She's such a beautiful soul. She has such an amazing love affair with words. I mean, Lisa, I'm bowing down to you every single time you speak, every single time you open up your mouth. And guys, just think about it. If just for this little bit, we can all improve and talk just like Lisa, because guess what? Yes, she's absolutely a unicorn. Guess what? Yes, she's absolutely badass and unique and amazing human being, but she was able to craft those little techniques into the formula that she can give it to you, that she can teach you, so you can become better, so you can become a much more powerful storytelling and improve your relationships in life. If you not want to build a business, it doesn't matter. Your relationships, most important relationships in your life, gonna go dramatically in much more powerful way because you will be able to communicate in a different way. So, like I said,
if I could add to that, I won't teach you to be me. I'll teach you to be the next best version of yourself. On the other side of everything you want, in the middle, but the distance between you and everything you want and deserve is your communication. And for whatever reason you use it for, my job is to make your words and your communication and your ability to speak powerfully your superpower. So, sister, I want to help you put on your cape. And I'm grateful that my girlfriend had the crazy idea, the audacity to say, let's gather thousands of sister friends all around the world and let's help them cape on and soar. And so that's what we're going to do. And so I'm not bringing you here to do me. I'm a coach and a trainer. Before all things, I'm a coach and a trainer. I love to help you uncover and discover your superpower. And that's what we're going to do together. But you got to register first. You can only get the goods. You can only get the diamonds. You can only pick up the nuggets if you're in the room. And then love another woman enough to make sure she's in the room too, because that's what we do for sisters. When we love something, we tell our girlfriends. When we love something, we share it. And so this is a good thing. Share it. You come empty, I'll come full.
So bring everybody that you know, every single woman into this event, because on top of giving you all the goods and the training necessary to improve and increase your skill level, I'm going to give you the opportunity to, the first session, I'm going to do the presentation, the opportunity presentation for the entire profession. So I'll basically going to make the case why network marketing is a better way for everybody who wants to try their entrepreneurial muscles. So every single prospect that's going to be watching it, guess what? Once they see who we are, once they see what we stand for, once they see this amazing community of powerful women, don't you think they would want to join you? Let the event do the heavy lifting for you. You'll bring the people, we will bring the training, and we will help you bring more people into your organization. And if the event is virtual, we're going to be hosting it from our studio here in Las Vegas. But if you have any opportunity to come to Vegas and be with us in person, I would really strongly encourage you, because, I mean, this woman, seriously, she's going to be there.
I give great hugs. I give really amazing hugs. I mean, they are worth the plane ride. They're worth packing your bags. But let me tell you something. What I learned was opportunity is birthed through proximity. If you put yourself in close enough proximity with people who are playing big enough, bold enough, running far enough, fast enough, you will automatically pick up speed by proximity. The biggest blessings in my life came because I had the courage enough to put myself in the room. So whether you know the strategy and you're clear on the strategy, if you were in a room with Marina and Lisa Nichols, if you're clear on the strategy, come. But even if you don't know the strategy, show up for yourself anyway, to prove to yourself that you're worthy of showing up. And I will bring the best hug ever.
I can attest to that. Like, Lisa's hugs are definitely worth the plane ride. I definitely worth the price of admission for that.
I almost broke you. It's almost like a hug, rub, embrace. Yeah, it's borderline. But it's good.
Yes, we're gonna teach you. We're gonna give you, sometimes if it's necessary, a loving kick in the butt, and then we're gonna hug you and gonna squeeze you. We're gonna do all of those amazing things. We're gonna have a reception, all the networking lunches during the event, and then we're gonna have a party at our house. So make sure once you go to the website and register and grab your free ticket, grab also the platinum ticket, because we still have a couple of those left. And I cannot wait to see you guys at this event. Like I said, I'm super excited, and Lisa and I can chat like all day long. That's what we do when she comes to my house or I come to her house. But I want to be respectful to your time, Lisa. I know that you have a lot of stuff going on. So I just wanted to encourage everybody, make sure, go register. Don't wait till 20th. Like I said, on the 20th, the price, we're going to start charging more than free $99. It's going to be $99 for the ticket, and it's still going to be worth every penny. Trust me, it's still going to be worth every single penny, because like Lisa said, the value is going to be in thousands. We're just trying to make it as affordable as possible.
But money saved is money earned. Register now. And oh, by the way, she said it pretty fast, so don't let it slip by you. Go and watch all the things that come when you get that ticket and join us live. Literally, there's networking mixers, there's live coaching, there's so much there. She said it pretty fast, but I don't want you to miss out on that. At least make an informed decision. So make sure you read that, because there's some diamonds in there you may have missed.
If you guys enjoyed this, 40 minutes that Lisa and I've been chatting, imagine you can have this for 3 days. Wouldn't that be fun? That's going to be so exciting. I cannot wait to see you, sis. I cannot wait to share you with
Yes.
my community in much more powerful
So
way.
excited.
So everybody can become a better version of themselves, utilizing the techniques that Lisa developed through her entire life. And of course, we're going to have a lot of network marketing rock stars teaching you how to make significant income, how to lead your organization, how to recruit on demand, how to duplicate your team, to create that financial and time freedom for yourself. So all of that is on top of the excitement that you just saw. All of that is on top of the storytelling and different social media techniques. Yes. It's definitely going to be probably the best event that we had so far, with so much value packed and a different kind of value packed. So make sure you register. Like I said, the event is still free until the April 20th. You have very limited amount of time to register. Bring every single person you know to this event. And yes, men are welcome too. Every smart man who is recognizing, because it doesn't matter. I told you earlier, 77% of all the participants are women. It doesn't matter if you're male or female leader. Majority of your team are women. So recognizing how you can lead them in more powerful way, how you can inspire them, how you can motivate them, how you can give them the tools necessary in the better abilities is going to be so important for every man or woman, regardless of their gender. So men, make sure you register, make sure you bring all the girls and all the men that you know to this event as well. I cannot wait to see you. It's going to be so much fun. I'm super excited to see Lisa and all my amazing friends who are going to be pouring their hearts, their souls, and their wisdom into you, into your growth, and into your future. So I love you guys. Lisa, thank you so much. Give your hubby a big hug from me.
My pleasure.
And I cannot wait to see you guys.
Yes, I love you. Cannot wait to see you, sis.
You don't see shadow.